Hey people, what's up? So, today, I just woke up if you can't tell, but I'm getting ready to go get coffee. Today, I am going to talk to you about basically just getting started. Just get started, okay? Just get started with whatever you're wanting to get started. Get started, just take the first step, because when you take that first step, then you just have to take another step and then another step, and you just keep going. See, the thing is that it's just like when you want to get up in the morning. So not everyone has this problem, but some people like me, when you want to get up in the morning, you just want to keep sleeping. When you want to wake up early, you just keep sleeping, and it's the worst thing in the world, but also is the best thing in the world. So, but if you just get started, if you just wake up, meaning if you just sit up in bed or get out of bed and just stand up next to your bed, then you've just gotten started. You just started waking up. So now it's so much easier just to continue waking up because you just started. So, and it's the same thing with this YouTube video. It's the same thing with, writing. If you want to write a paper or something, just get started. It's hard to just stare at something blank. It's hard to just, it's like a psychological boundary of, the getting started part is one of the most hardest parts in the entire process of doing and completing what it is you're wanting to do. So if you just get started, if you just take whatever step, if you don't overcomplicate things and just say, I'm not going to overcomplicate things, I'm just going to move in that direction. I'm just going to take a step of some kind. When it comes to choosing a name for a project or a product, or when it comes to choosing a domain name, where it's like, okay, I need to make sure this name is 100% good and correct and not trademarked or anything like that, then, just get started by having people start coming up with names. You don't have to rely just solely on yourself. There's a great site called NameStation, and NameStation is awesome because it's a name generator. And the cool thing about NameStation is that it will check to see if the name is taken on like a .com or on the web. Basically, it checks to see if the domain name is available. So if .com is available, then it will tell you, and you can instantly know whether or not that's going to be a good name or not. And then all you have to do is go to make sure it's not trademarked or anything like that. So NameStation is awesome. You just have to, you can create what's called a contest, and then other people, it's cost about $40, and then other people will go on there and they will read your description of what you're trying to get started, and they'll suggest really cool names up to it depends on, they only have two packages. They have one that's 100 to 250 name suggestions, and they have another one that's 150 to 250 name suggestions. But every time that I've done it, the lower package, I've always gotten about 200 suggested non-taken domain names that actually look cool, and they range in all sorts of things. So I would definitely recommend checking out NameStation. But yeah, just get started with whatever it is you're trying to do, and things will be a lot easier. After you get started, just be consistent. Just continue focusing on just getting started. You take your name, and now, okay, what do I need to do now? I need to register that domain name. So you just register it. And then now what do you do? Well, before you registered it, you could have already gotten started on building the actual store, or building the website, or building the material, or building whatever it is you're trying to build. And you just get started moving that direction. So it really depends on, it's the same thing in life. When you're trying to move somewhere, trying to get somewhere emotionally, just get started with it. Just find some time, find 2 minutes of your time, and just stop and think. Stop and try processing something through. Don't just go through your life and never process anything. Not good. You want to be able to take some time, even if it's 5 minutes, and process whatever's bothering you and whatever's getting to you, and really ask yourself, what is getting to me? What is my problem right now? So just get started. All you have to do is take that one step, one little whatever it is, baby step or leap or whatever. If you're like me, you want to just I like diving right into anything that I can think of. When it came to learning how to trade on the stock market, I didn't go and research or learn how to do anything. I just dived headfirst into it, and was such a dumb thing to do, but I did, and I dived right into it. And you know what happened? Yes, I dived into it and I didn't learn anything about it, and I technically did just get started, but I ended up losing a ton of money. And so don't, make sure you know what you're doing when you're getting started. But getting started isn't necessarily doing, getting started isn't necessarily, for me, just, let me just go ahead and create a trading account, go throw some money and go ahead and start trading. Getting started would have been, let me start learning and researching about this. Let me go ahead and just get started in terms of moving that direction, researching whatever it is that I'm wanting to learn, and then starting to apply that and practicing it on a test trading account or something like that. So, don't take just getting started as, let me just dive head first into something. No, you want to at least be somewhat knowledgeable of what you're getting into. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of money, and you don't want that. But you do want to just get started in terms of, don't be afraid to just take the first step. Don't be afraid to just register a name. And if you've never done it before, don't like try to make it perfect, because it most likely won't be perfect. Your first try, unless you're just, everything just comes naturally good to you, your first try is probably going to be a very terrible try compared to 5 or 6 tries from now, or 20 tries from now. And so that's not to say just accept it and be like, okay. It's just to say, don't be afraid, and don't let your past experience or what you're projecting to happen hold you back from actually happening. Here on YouTube, people can be, people everywhere, not just YouTube, but people everywhere are there. They think what they think, and they comment on what they comment. And the thing is, the whole point of these YouTube videos for me, I put this stuff off for so long because I was letting a projected future, a projected actions from other people hold me back from actually doing what I've always wanted to try to do, and I've always wanted to do. And so, and I finally got to a point this year where it was like, I don't care. I don't care if that projected future is going to become true. And what that projected future is it's all the comments. It's like all the stuff that people are, the making fun of, all the stuff in regards to me. And I had to make sure that I still am, it's not like, all of a sudden I'm just, woo, can handle it all. It's not true. But my point is that I just had to get started. I just had to make declarations to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can this year. Same thing for you. If you want to do videos and try to make a difference and help other people, then just get started. Just film one video. Just don't even think. That's what I do whenever I film these. Sometimes I do know what I'm going to talk about. Sometimes I don't want to film. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and I just hit the film button, and then suddenly I'm just getting started and I'm just doing it. So that's what we want to do. If it comes to a project or a website or really anything, just get started. Just find some time. And most of the time, it's pretty easy to do that. Most of the time, you're passionate about whatever it is that you're trying to create or do. So it's not super hard to just get started. But it's hard to be consistent. It's hard to stay at it. It's hard to really continue to drum up that passion or drum up a reason what fuels you to do it. So just get started, people. Whatever it is, just sit down, just take that first step, get out of bed, do whatever, just get started with their day, and things will be a lot better, and things will just roll, and you know, it will be great. Okay, so catch you guys in the next video, and have a good one.